All right, so I want to round out the discussion on this section by talking about the two fundamental questions that we ask about a linear system in linear algebra. All right, so the two fundamental questions. All right, so question number one. Is the system consistent? Okay. In other words, does it have, let's write it like this actually. Does a solution exist? All right, so this is the existence question. We want to know if our linear system that we're looking at even has a solution to begin with, because there are linear systems that don't have a solution, right? I mean, that should make some sense. We could come up with 3, 4, 100 random linear equations, put them in a system, and it would be hard to come up with a solution, or maybe potentially more than one solution, but I guess in this case at least one solution where it satisfies each of those equations, right? So our first question is an existence question. Does a solution exist? Our second question builds off of that, and it says, okay, if a solution exists, is it the only one? Right? In other words, is the solution unique? All right. So once we've determined that a solution exists for our system, then we want to ask ourselves the uniqueness about a solution, or the solutions in our system. Are we in a linear system that has only one unique solution to it, or are we in a linear system that has many solutions? Okay, and that could potentially be infinitely many solutions, right? And so these two questions really make up so much of linear algebra. They show up throughout linear algebra in many different guises. There will be so many things that we will do throughout the textbook and through the lectures that come back to this question, are kind of very subversively asking this question, and some things that you won't even really notice that are really getting at what these two questions are asking. Okay, I wanted to just introduce this idea. In the next section, we'll go over these a lot more, and we'll discuss solutions of linear systems a little bit more in depth. But I wanted to just introduce these so you can kind of keep this in the back of your head throughout for the next section and for the remainder of the book. So always ask yourself, when it comes to a solution of your system, or when you first get a system, do we have a consistent system? Does a solution exist? Number one. And if a solution exists, is it the only solution? Is it a unique solution? Or are there more than one solutions to this system?